In 1991, the election for Louisiana governor was a Democrat named Edwin Edwards, there on the left, against David Duke, the Ku Klux Klan guy. Edwards, the Democrat, won that race. Edwards, the Democrat, also eventually went to prison, but in 1991, that was a ways off yet. The reason the race for governor that year was a Democrat versus a Klansman is because the Klansman, David Duke, had beaten the incumbent Republican governor in the primary that year. You're the incumbent governor and you lose in a primary to the guy from the Klan? Seriously? Yes, seriously. Louisiana Republican politician Buddy Roemer, this is your life. Buddy Roemer's exit stage right from American politics was in 1991 when he lost that Louisiana governorship and lost that primary to David Duke. Buddy Roemer is trying to get back into American politics now by running for president. He is due to announce his candidacy for the Republican nomination for president at 5 p.m. in Louisiana tomorrow. For the record, and maybe just to annoy Buddy Roemer, David Duke himself is reportedly also considering getting into the presidential race this year. Eve Conant writing this week at the Daily Beast that David Duke, the Klansman, this month is launching a tour of 25 states to explore how much support he can garner for a potential presidential bid. Yeah. You want to go further down the rabbit hole with me on 2012 politics just from today's headlines? I can keep going. You may recall that Texas Governor Rick Perry has called on all 49 of the other governors in the country to come to Texas on August 6th. Come to Texas on August 6th to pray and fast in a stadium with Rick Perry. It's a big Christian prayer meeting. The research group Right Wing Watch has been jumping up and down trying to get people to notice what this event is and who Rick Perry is running it with. Today, Right Wing Watch released video of one of the pastors signed on to this event with Rick Perry. One of these pastors explaining his theory about the connection between the end of the world and a very popular television personality who you frankly might not expect to be a harbinger of the Antichrist. Check this guy out.
The harlot Babylon is preparing the nations to receive the Antichrist. The harlot Babylon will be a religion of affirmation, toleration, no absolutes, a counterfeit justice movement. They will feed the poor, have humanitarian projects, inspire acts of compassion for all the wrong reasons. They won't know it. Beloved, they will be sincere, many of them, but their sincerity will not in any way lessen the impact of their deception. The fact that they are sincere does not make their deception less damaging. I believe that one of the main pastors as a forerunner to the harlot movement, it's not the harlot movement yet, it's Oprah.
Is Oprah? Really? Really?
She is winsome, she is kind, she is reasonable, she is utterly deceived. Utterly deceived.
Oprah Winfrey, harbinger of the Antichrist. Rick Perry's campaign for the presidency, ladies and gentlemen. Today is also the day in the Republican presidential nominating process when two of the candidates for president signed a pledge to ban porn and to never look at porn. A right-wing Iowa group that really, really wants its name to be said on national television is demanding that all Republican presidential candidates sign its pledge to ban pornography, to never look at pornography themselves, which might make enforcing the ban awkward. I don't know. I can't risk looking at it. They have to pledge to not cheat on their spouses. They have to pledge to declare that people are gay because people choose to be gay. There's something in there about intrusive, intimate commingling among attracteds. Also, lots of stuff about Sharia law and banning abortion and making divorce harder. Do you ever get emails that start off kind of normal, like, I'm upset about monetary policy or something, but then there's like this drift into all capital letters and the punctuation goes all freeform and jazz styly, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, it's the Bilderberg Group and the Trilateral Commission, and I saw this thing on Alex Jones that has me really upset, and then there's 30 pages of footnotes. That's this pledge. That's like this pledge that Michele Bachmann and Rick Santorum both signed today in Iowa. The footnotes alone, pages of footnotes about anal incontinence and the debasements of Judeo-Christian heteromonogamy and demographic jihad. It is amazing. One of the things this thing says in its preamble is that black children grew up in more stable homes during slavery. If you took a cracked pot and you cracked that crackpot, you would be approaching the level of crackpottery we are talking about here. But Michele Bachmann, running second in Iowa and in some polls second nationally, signed this pledge today. So did Rick Santorum. And Tim Pawlenty is reportedly mulling it over seriously. Presumably because the New York Times put Tim Pawlenty's political obituary on its front page today, and he is counting on keeping his campaign alive by doing unexpectedly well in Iowa. And this anal incontinence, I promise I'll never look at porn thing is what Republican presidential politics are like in Iowa this year. This is what it is like this year to run for the Republican nomination for president. Welcome, Buddy Roemer.